Hello, and welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, and today's episode, I'm bringing back Trivial Nonsense Friday. Because I recorded this episode and really had no idea what the hell I was going to talk about, and there's a few different things that I mentioned. A lot of it had to do with politics and how we deal with each other, and how violence isn't the answer, and I'm not necessarily going in the order of the episode, because I just recorded it, and I have no idea what the fuck I said. So, I felt good at the end of it, though. And that's all that matters, right? So give this episode a listen. Or it's so hard, looking at the camera. And I want to go this way, but I'm actually going this way. And it's frustrating. Anyway, feel free to comment on the YouTube video or email me, mctaggartattack@gmail.com, or find me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, at McTaggart Attack. Let's move on with this week's edition of Trivial Nonsense Friday. It's called that because I can't think of another fucking title for this episode. Let's see. What do I want to talk about today? I've just been going back and forth about where I want to go with this podcast, I guess. Because I had thought about it being more of a investigative report, John Oliver type thing, where I inform people about stuff. I tried that with my thing I did about Johnny Depp. My Johnny Depp episodes did pretty well a few weeks ago, but not for the reasons that I think. Because people were upset about my opinion. People were reacting to my opinion. And I got, a lot of comments and a lot of dislike buttons. And I loved it. I liked getting the dislike buttons. I did. I took pride in the fact that I got so many dislikes about my Johnny Depp videos. I have not further researched that topic because it seems like a lot of people have already done the research for it, and quite frankly, I don't care enough to keep researching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, because to me it's just two celebrities squabbling. Is there domestic violence involved? Probably. Is it Johnny Depp getting abused? Probably. That's a shame. That's too bad. I mean, is Amber Heard the villain? Is Johnny Depp the victim? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? Because it brings them attention. It puts them in the limelight anyway. I think there's a lawsuit coming or something. And you see stuff about Amber Heard getting, facing jail time for perjury and things, and I just see it. I don't look into it. I don't care. I just gave my opinion that I don't think Johnny Depp is the victim in the situation, and maybe he is, maybe he's not. I might be wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong, but stop sending me research about Johnny Depp. I don't care anymore. I've given my opinion on it. Will it change? Maybe, but does it really fucking matter? Are there really that many people who are this upset about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing? I just don't understand it. I mean, I understand it, but it's it almost seems like there's so much information out there that people keep telling me, oh, you have to read all of the court proceedings and blah, 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 blah. I'm are there actually human beings out there in this world that are actually reading all of the court proceedings? Really? You're spending this much time researching a celebrity divorce that ended badly, a celebrity marriage that ended badly. What's wrong with this? There's more important shit to worry about in this world. There is. There's much more important stuff to be upset about in this world, to care about in this world, than what's going on between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Who gives a shit about two celebrities? We have members of Congress who probably were responsible for inciting an insurrection, inciting an insurrection onto the nation's capital. And we give a shit more about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Get your priorities in order. Seriously, get your goddamn priorities in order. It does seem like the more we get away from the events of January 6th, where the Capitol was stormed by thousands and thousands and thousands of Trump supporters, that more information has come out, because there's that crazy lady from Colorado, and then there's a crazy lady from Georgia who probably had something to do with, getting the troops together to storm the Capitol, tweeting out the location of the Speaker of the House, all because their candidate lost the election, all because their candidate got its ass kicked in their election for president, and they refused to believe that they actually lost the fucking election. So what do? They caused a storming of the Capitol, and now they're backtracking, saying that they had nothing to fuck to do with it. Then why did you have a rally there the day of the Electoral College was being voted upon? Why have a rally that day? Why tell everybody there to fight? Why say battle by combat, trial by combat? Why be strong? You can't back down now. You gotta go to the Capitol and let them know what you think. And boy, did they let them know what they think. And of course now all the dipshits in Congress, mostly the Republicans, but the Democrats can be dipshits too sometimes, but right now I'm focusing on the Republicans. They're covering their asses. And there's Kevin McCarthy, who's the not the Speaker of the House, but he's the minority leader of the House of Representatives, and he's just a sack of shit, basically. Kevin McCarthy is a disgrace to all people named Kevin, if you ask me. He went to go talk to Trump today to make amends. You're going to make amends with the president who incited an insurrection onto the nation's capital. A president who's been impeached twice. Might not get charged because the two-party system, the Republicans will vote not to impeach or whatever, will not charge him. They won't have enough votes to charge or convict or whatever, but they have enough votes to make it so that he doesn't run for office anymore, which is the most important thing. The most important thing. Because there's no way Trump can run for president again. We've got to do something about the divisiveness. Is it too late to solve the divisiveness? I don't know. I'd like to know if it was too late to solve the divisiveness. I don't have a fucking clue what's happening. I wish I had a clue what was happening, but I don't have a fucking clue that was happening. I can hope. I'm hopeful that January 6th was the low point, and it all gets better from there. The divisiveness isn't going to get solved overnight. Isn't going to get cured overnight. But it has to. We have to do something about it, because we focus too much on which political party is going to win over the other political party, and we don't want to talk to anyone any other political party, because that'll make us look bad in our own political party, and I just think all political parties are stupid. In theory, the two-party system should work, but this theory has been blown to shit. It's been blown to shit. Don't know what to do. It's frustrating. It's really fucking frustrating. I'm just rambling and getting shit off my chest today for this Trivial Nonsense Friday. Yeah, I called it. It's a Trivial Nonsense Friday. Because there's just so much stuff on my mind that I need to get off my chest, and I don't know. It's just annoying. The whole two-party system should be able to work. But the thing that they're missing is the compromise. You know? And it's just so goddamn irritating. So irritating. Social media totally has something to do with this. Absolutely. Because it gives everybody a voice. It gives everyone a voice. From the majority people who aren't that loud usually. The majority aren't usually that loud. The minority people, the minority opinion people are more boisterous than the majority, because they know that their voice isn't being heard, so they want their voice to be heard. Then below the minority, you have the conspiracy theory wackos. There's so many more conspiracy theory wackos out there, all because of social media and the internet. It's fucking ridiculous. But how do we solve all this? How do we solve all these conspiracy theories? Everybody having a voice, everybody spewing utter nonsense to people, and some of them are fucking believing it, and it's just so goddamn irritating. How do we do? We educate ourselves. We look into stuff ourselves. Question everything. If it feels good to you, do it, I guess, but seriously, question everything you hear. Where they heard it from. Did they just make it up? Did they just make it up to just push your buttons like people do? Maybe this isn't a Trivial Nonsense Friday. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this. I just riffed for 10 to 15 minutes to see what the fuck would develop, and I don't really know what's happening so far. I'm just use your heads. Just think for yourselves. I'm not a politician. I don't think I ever want to be a politician, but we need to educate people so much better than we are. The education system is so fucked up. We need to improve it. I don't know how. But there's so many people out there who just lack common fucking sense, that they believe any stupid little conspiracy theory that they fucking believe, and it's just irritating. Social media, social media is only as bad as the people that use it. So stop looking for bad shit. Stop looking for conspiracy theories. I'm tired of the goddamn conspiracy theories ruling the world. Honestly. I believe in some conspiracy theories only for comedic purposes. Stevie Wonder isn't blind. Well, he might be. Who knows? But you know what I mean. Just don't let the internet or social media dictate how you think. Look into it yourself. Use your head, for crying out loud. The one up here. People are so fucking stupid. It's just irritating. And I'm sick of it. I go on social media and it's everybody's got an opinion. Yeah, that's good. Everybody's got an opinion, but my problem is I get too upset about some other people's opinions, especially when they disagree with my own. But I have to learn to not get upset by other people's opinion, because that's their opinion. It might not agree with mine, but it's fine. We can have differing opinions. Differing opinions are okay. It's when it erupts in violence is when it's not okay. I really hope that January 6th was the low point in our democracy, and that we do something about it. I have a feeling that we will do something about it. Like, we're going to have to make sure Trump never runs for office again. Censoring him or disqualifying him or something like that. Something non-violent, I hope. Because violence is not the answer. As much as you want it to be the answer, violence is the easy answer. Violence is the easy answer. It's not the best way to do it. It's the easiest way to do it. Talking to people who you disagree with is the best way to do it. Why? Because it's the hardest thing to do. To want to talk to somebody, to talk out, to compromise. It's apparently really fucking hard to compromise nowadays because we're so wrapped up in our own ideas and we think that we're right. We don't want to talk to anyone else we don't want to talk to anyone else that disagrees with us because we're just gonna, it's gonna make us feel bad that we're talking to somebody who disagrees with us. And I'm not saying that we should change people's opinions, but there has to be a compromise somewhere where nobody's happy. But the one thing we can't do is fight each other. We're all in the same country. And it doesn't matter who the fuck the president is. Your life is still gonna suck anyway. The only person that can change your life is you, so do that. Fix your own problems, but in the most non-violent way possible. The hardest way that you're going to solve your problems is by talking it out with someone. We don't want to talk things out. We just want to resort to violence, which is stupid. Violence is never the answer. Violence is the easy answer. And we should not search for the easy answer. We should search for the hard answers, the uncomfortable answers, like talking to each other. I feel better now. Happy Trivial Nonsense Friday. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to the episode today. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to let me know what you thought. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what the McTaggart Attack Podcast is cooking.